Everyone, it's Soundwave Spectre here, trying to make the games we know and love more accessible for everyone. Here we are with my favorite series of all time, Mass Effect. Very excited to start my audio described playthrough of the entire series, so let's get right into it here. We hit start at the main menu with a view of the sun crescenting over the Earth's horizon with the moon in the foreground as well. Now I'm going to be doing a New Game Plus here, so we're going to skip the character creator. My character is Shepard. His name is William Shepard, and we're starting out as a level 55 engineer on Insanity difficulty with the war hero and spacer background. Now, just a word of note, in this video in particular, I'm going to be skipping through a few of the menus, codex entries, items, and skill trees. I promise in a later video we'll do a deep dive once we have all the characters unlocked, but I'm going to wait until we have the entire team, because prior to that, there's a lot of inventory management that's just going to bounce around and get in the way of the narrative. So here we go. Cutscene opens as Commander Shepard is looking out a window, gazing at the blue earth below him. He's got a shaved head, blue eyes, and thick eyebrows. He's got a strong chin and defined cheekbones. Ambassador Udina, Captain Anderson, and Admiral Hackett's discussion plays overhead, though they are not present.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Text on screen. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy called it Mass Effect. Passing a planet that looks like Jupiter, the spaceship Normandy zooms by. Inside the ship, Commander Shepard, wearing a camo armor, walks through the ship towards the cockpit.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Passing Neptune, Shepard reaches the command bridge. A crew operates a series of orange holographic computers as Shepard passes by.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
He reaches the doors of the cockpit.
The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Shepard stands stoically next to a Turian wearing red and black armor. Turian, his name is Nihilus. Turians are an alien race with a mix of avian features, yet humanoid in stature. Their head most notably has two side mandibles that open when they talk, aside from their mouth.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
The Normandy approaches the Mass Effect relay. It's a giant structure, almost shaped like a tuning fork with an enormous ball of blue energy in the middle. The Normandy approaches the ball and warps to another point in space.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
After warping, the camera zooms in on Joker, a pilot with a ginger beard and a cap that says SR1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
Camera zooms in on Nihilus.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Nihilus turns to leave. He has white markings on his face, indicating personal origin in their culture. Turians also have a unique voice effect. Aside from Joker, in the co-pilot seat is Caden, a man with jet black hair.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Dialogue wheel appears for the first time in the game.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting up.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here.
Joker shakes his head embarrassed.
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Now we take control over Shepard for the first time in the series. A mini-map appears as there's little circles over points of interest. Clicking to talk to Joker and Caden.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting,
You
Commander.
can see the stars out of the windows of the cockpit. There are a series of orange computers and crew members operating them. Outside of the cockpit there is a long hallway with more crew members and more computers, leading to the command room, where Navigator Presley, an older balding man, is seen having a discussion over comms. He is speaking with Engineer Adams, who is below deck.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Navigator Presley stands next to a holograph projection of the Milky Way galaxy. He salutes as we approach.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Presley looks confused.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Curious, Shepard raises his eyebrow.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Presley squints suspiciously.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Heading towards the aft of the ship, a Corporal Jenkins wearing a beret is talking to Dr. Chakwas, an older woman.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
Approaching the two, Corporal Jenkins salutes.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Doctor looks annoyed.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Jenkins looks wide-eyed and excited.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Jenkins raises his hand in excitement.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed? That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
Jenkins is enthusiastic.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Shepard reassuringly smiles.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Leaving the conversation and going around, there is a soldier guarding a door. The door leads down to the war room, where there is a series of chairs facing each other in a semicircle, where Nihilus is standing in front of a screen, looking at a picture of Eden Prime on a large projection. Nihilus turns around when Shepard approaches.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them.
Nihilus turns.
But how safe is it really?
Shepard looks defensive.
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
Captain Anderson enters in an officer's uniform.
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Anderson looks serious, and Shepard confused.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Shepard looks concerned.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
A soldier in white armor is into a firefight. Henderson, Nihilus, and Shepard look on sternly. Fire from above.
Get down!
The soldier in white armor with pink trim pushes the cameraman down. Footage is erratic, but explosions and gunfire can be seen. It's an intense battle.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Man targeting the camera gets shot and dies. The rest of the soldiers stop fighting for a moment to look up at a massive ship landing. It is a long vertical body and 6 legs that are coming out. Red electricity surrounds it. The battle continues. The footage breaks.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
A still image on the footage shows the ship landing. Nihilus flares his mandibles, thinking deeply.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
The 3 look intently on the screen.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
Nihilus leaves and Anderson takes one last angry look at the screen.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Shepard once again looks intently at the screen. Cut to the Normandy heading towards Eden Prime.
Engaging stealth systems.
Flying above ground now, there is a large tower.
Somebody was
Cut
doing
to
some
Anderson
serious
briefing
digging
the
here,
squad.
Captain.
Shepard, Caden, and Jenkins.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
The hatch opens and Nihilus just jumps out of the ship.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard.
The Normandy touches down in the clearing.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Oh God, what happened here? Oh God.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
I spend the next few moments managing inventory and the skill trees of the characters. I fully upgrade Shepard, Caden, and Jenkins all the way. If you played this before, you know why I'm laughing. I'm just going to fast forward this because it's not too important right now. Once I unlock all the characters, I'm going to do a deep dive into every character and their skill tree, just to explain what's going on for everybody who can't see it. But until then, there's a lot of shuffling around and re-optimizing, so I'm going to wait till it's all set up. I'm just fast forwarding a little bit. Shepard and Caden are going to have level 10 weaponry, as well as camouflage medium armor, whereas Jenkins is actually going to be wearing heavy Krogan armor as well. We'll get back into this all later. This is largely meaningless. And here we go. Taking a second to save. I hope you take a second to subscribe. Also, let me know what you think of Mass Effect, my favorite series of all time. Which one was your favorite? Alright, here we go. This tower in the background as they draw the weapons and proceed.
What the hell are those?
Shepard passes the 3 sacks of bubbly creature, the gas bags, as they round a corner, runs to an item pickup, the medical exoskeleton 10. Continuing on, they are walking through a creek towards the large tower. Shepard takes a second to command Caden to take out his assault rifle and sprints ahead. Rounding a hill past a tree, you can see a better view of the tower. A large bout of smoke is coming from the tower. Cutscene. Shepard and squad run ahead. Shepard raises a closed fist, signaling them to stop. He squints his eyes and scans the area up ahead. Shepard gestures Jenkins to move up forward as he moves up on the left. Caden on the right. Shepard is squinting, looking at the distance. 3 floating gun turrets appear and blast into Jenkins. Combat. Caden and Shepard open fire. Shepard pulls up the power wheel that has his and all the squad's powers. He chooses overload on one and sabotage from Caden's abilities on the same jet turret, causing a tech explosion, sending electricity and blasting from one to the other 2. After their shields are down, he takes them both out with his pistol. Caden kneels over Jenkins and closes his eyes.
Right through his shields. We're at a chance.
Caden is still glowing blue from the kinetic barrier he activated during the fight.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
The party leaves Jenkins behind as they draw their weapons and head forth. Heading up a hill by a rock formation, they're taking fire from the path beyond. Shepard takes cover. Is a Geth assault drone. It looks like a floating machine gun turret. Kaidan and Shepard take it out with raw firepower. Shepard orders Kaidan to move up on the left. 2 more appear as a missile comes in. Shepard uses his AI hacking ability on one, turning it to attack its own allies.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Shepard and Kaidan proceed, taking fire. They take their cover behind large trees and rocks. Using overload again, Shepard destroys the shields of one rock assault drone. Another assault drone appears to be suppressing fire, as a rocket drone below is also shooting. He orders the sabotage ability, and all 3 of their guns stop. He uses overload on the rocket drone, causing a large tech explosion. Sparks go everywhere. He activates the marksman ability, buffing his pistol as he finishes off the last 2 with gunfire. Continuing through the forest, they reach a few rocks at the top of a hill. He looks down onto a clearing. The soldier from the distress video is seen running away. She is still wearing white armor with pink trim. 2 gun turrets appear. Explosion behind her. She falls on her back, pulls out a pistol, and shoots the 2. As they are destroyed, 2 humanoid robots with a 1 monocular light on their head put a human on a device that impales it as it raises up. Frightened, the soldier gets up and runs behind cover. The robots take notice and draw their weapons. The robots are looking for her. The soldier draws her weapon as well. She readies herself for the fight that's coming. We take control of Shepard as he provides aid. Shepard takes cover behind a boulder, but no real visual. Puts Kaidan on an overwatch position and moves up. Shepard moves to the cover that the female soldier is fighting. Robots known as Geth put 2 hexagonal holographic shields in front of them. After enough firepower takes on the shields, Shepard has a clear line of sight to activate the sabotage ability on the one on the right, which turns the Geth on the right against the one on the left, then cleans them both up with his pistol.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
The humans relax.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Shepard looking concerned.
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Ashley looks determined.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Shepard gestures forward with his gun.
Move out.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
Ashley Williams joins the party as the squad heads to the right to get an item pickup. Because I've already beat this game on New Game Plus, most things I'm going to pick up are garbage. Again, I'm going to do some inventory management that I'm going to fast forward through. Ashley Williams is a soldier, and we're going to make her to the tank that she deserves to be. But once again, I will go through this in a later video. Now Ashley is camouflaged as well, however she is wearing thick, heavy armor. And we're going to make sure she has the assault rifle equipped as we head on. We are approaching the bottom of the tower, which is the dig site. Shepard takes cover behind a tall rock and gives the two orders to move up to other rocks for cover, slowly advancing onto the dig site. Their methodical advance is blocked as two Geth appear from the base of the tower and begin opening fire. The radar picks up 4 enemies in total, as Shepard sends Ashley up close, knowing her shields can take it. Shepard runs up and throws a grenade, knocks a Geth trooper down, and finishes it off with an overload. The electricity branches off into a nearby trooper. The trooper puts up a shield, blocking his AI hacking attempt. He will use dampening instead to do more tech damage, before using sabotage to do more damage and disable their weapons. Finishes them off with 3 more headshots into the monocular eye. Turns the corner and blasts a few bullets into Geth Trooper. Circles around and finishes off the other. We're kind of bullying them because we are technically very over leveled. Finds loot and goes to investigate the dig site. 3 gather.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
Ashley shrugs.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Shepard looks around.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Regaining control, they head on their pathway up.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Heading through the dig site, there are reinforcements built on the walls. Each reinforcement has light shining down. There are many of those pylons with impaled bodies left by the Geth. Heading up the hill incline, a large tower of smoke can be seen as they approach the camp.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
More pylons with impaled bodies.
Good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Humans now have circuitry and lights, as the humans are now husks.
Oh god, they're still alive.
The pylons drop.
What did the Geth do to them?
Half human, half machine. They come mindlessly charging. The first one takes 2 blasts of overload, one from Cade and one from Shepard. They mow him down. The crew makes quick work of them with their tech powers and fierce firepower, especially as Ashley switches to a much overpowered. They dissolve on the ground.
Not in the middle of a fight!
Shepard tries to talk to Ashley after the combat. Doesn't go over well. There are 2 trailers at the camp. One is locked. It goes to the open one first. Looting again, largely garbage. Head to the second door.
That door. It's closed. Security lock's engaged.
A decryption minigame where you have to match the button presses that come up quickly. Easy success as I'm such a high-level engineer. A woman and a man. The woman looks relieved. The man looks stressed.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
The man is Dr. Manuel and he's moving erratic.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geths swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please, this isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are 2 sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Shepard and the squad leave the 2 doctors and continue on their path towards the spaceport. A cutscene. Nihilus is seen in the spaceport, advancing and taking cover. He takes aim at another figure in the distance, raises his assault rifle, recognizes someone, surprised and confused.
Saren.
Saren turns around. He's a Turian, however he has husk-like features.
Nihilus.
Circuitry and unnatural blue-like eyes.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
Saren puts his hand on Nihilus' shoulder.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Nihilus looks off in the distance.
Don't worry.
Saren behind.
I've got it under control.
Pulls out a gun and aims it at Nihilus' head. Cuts back to Shepard. The spaceport comes into view. Chip from the video.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
The scene taking off, leaving a trail of red lightning and smoke behind it as it heads up into orbit. The party watches it ascend, but can't take their eyes off it as quarters, Ashley and Peyton behind 2 rocks, fighting from the top of the hill. Husks begin to charge up. The vanguard of the charge.